Let's take a look at the second scenario we're seeing quite a bit of right now. This is also someone that purchased before 2020, saw the equity boom with everything going crazy for a couple years, managed their debt pretty well. So they're not sitting on too much debt. They only have a car loan with 15,000 left, a manageable payment, and if you add up all their credit cards, nothing too crazy there either. So they have $680 going out the door per month in credit and debt payments. So if they wanted to purchase again, bought it for 400,000, ran up, and now they're looking to buy a home for 650,000 and parlay that equity over to a new home, their payment is going to be going up about $1,177 per month. Now, what we're seeing a lot of is buy down subsidies paid for by the seller. So if we look at it, the payment will go up, taxes, insurance, everything, to about $34.97 from their current comfortable payment of $23.20 with a historically low rate, usually in the high twos, low threes. So if we're looking at these side by side, the existing home, they bought it around 400,000, refinanced it, so their loan balance is around 345,000. Today they can sell it for 660,000, make a killing on the equity. You obviously have to pay some fees and agent commissions when selling it, sitting on a 3.25 cost, going up to 6.75 on a 30-year fixed with no points as of today. So the new home they're looking at, they're going to throw down 250,000 out of the money that they're going to net on the sale of their home, but you're also going to have $12,000 cash in hand, and we can maneuver this to be 15,000, 20,000. The 3 to 5 grand more is not really going to make a dent in your new payment. So to offset that new payment that nobody wants to take on right now, get in where you fit in and refi when rates come down, and you'll be probably right where you were, around the same clip as your current property, but you obviously outgrew the current one. You need a new one. Numerous reasons for that. So the first option would be what we call the float your money option. So your payment's going up the $1,177, but you're going to hang on to $12,000, and we're going to time this over 24 months. So put that money in a side savings account, earmark it as already gone, as I would have to mentally myself, and then you can dip into it $500 a month over the next 24 months, and it would take your payment down to 29.97. So the increase in the payment shock is only $677 a month moving forward for about 24 months is the time we're floating this over until you can refinance and probably save that money again. So this is a great option a lot of people are looking at. Option number two is what we call a buy down. Now there's a 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 3-2-1, but the big one that most people are doing right now that sellers are agreeing to because of the cost is what we call a 2-1 buy down. So the rate is going to be your normal market rate, 6.75, but in year one it's only going to be 4.75, 2% below the current market rate. In year two it's going to be 5.75, 1% below the current market rate, and then years 3 through 30 at the full 6.75, the normal market rate. But the goal is to refinance somewhere in here where you can refinance and get in front of that last rate increase there before the next 30 years. So the way it works is a seller pays for it at closing for you for the first 2 years. You're going to save 9204 in the first 2 years alone, the difference between payments in those first 2 years. And then if you refinance, the nice thing is, let's say you refinance after 12 months, smack dab in the middle, whatever's left over is prorated as a refund back to you during the refinance, whether they lower your current principal balance on the payoff or they give you just a straight cash refund on top of it once you do close on the refinance. So this option gives you 2 years of lower payments. So on just a standard 2-1, your payment would increase from your current payment, $669 a month in year one at the 4.75. Year two, the payment would be increased from your current mortgage payment of 916 at the 5.75. And what some people are also doing on top of that is we're combining the 2-1 buy down and that float option we were talking about. So keep the 12 grand on the sidelines, use $500 a month, and then get the 2-1 buy down. Now your payment only increased $169 in the first year and $416 in the second year. So this is definitely a viable option that a lot of our buyer clients are taking advantage of, because there's not many offers on homes, and sellers are definitely willing to pay this 2-1 buy down option. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, give me a shout at any time.
Hello.